Hello, it's Chris with Disney Dynamicks, and we're doing something a little special today, and I've got a guest.
Hello.
So, what are we doing? I know this is all very different, but this is quite the contraption we're trying to put together. Let's take a look at what we're doing today. This is what we're doing. Look. So, oh God. This just came today. We set up this table, we set up our lighting, we have that view, and we have that view. And we're going to do a time lapse of putting together 4,080 pieces. That's all coming up right now. Alright, so, you ready?
Very.
We're going to assume the positions and see how long this takes us. There's another box. Curious if these are separated for a reason.
Extra pieces.
Here we go. All right. This is officially step 1 of 758. Let's roll. All right, so here it is in all its glory. So we're actually recording this a fair amount of time after we built it, probably a month. We had so much stuff going on, so many boxes going on, we just didn't have a chance. This was a much more difficult video for CJ to edit because of all the time lapse. We actually filmed everything in real time in 4K. So we had 8 hours of footage from this camera and 8 hours of footage from the above camera, and all of that had to be shrunk down to like 3 minutes. So, but now it's time to do it. So what I'm gonna do is give you a little bit of a tour, and I'm gonna give you a tour so you can check it out. So let me reorient so that I can show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this is a little weird. So as you can see, the facade of the castle is really detailed. All the spires. There's actually a little fireworks shooter which just shoots 2 pegs out. This side is pretty straightforward, and much of what you've seen before in the advertisements for it. There are a lot of new pieces that are actually prints. So this clock face is actually a print. This crest is a print. And then there are a few, all of the rock detailing, or the brick detailing is actually stickers that you put on. There are nods to many different Disney films on this castle. So over here, you know what? All right, I'm gonna do this a little different. So here we have a nod to the Princess and the Frog, which is the 2 frogs here and the crown. Just to get a little better detail, this is the clock face that I was talking about, if it'll focus. I'm super close, so there it goes. Actually, let me try that again. Princess and the Frog. I can make it focus. Okay. Now I know how to use my camera. So there's not a whole lot of there's not a whole lot of focus on the movies on the outside of the castle. It's mostly just the castle. And now let me flip this thing around so you can check that out. Okay, so this is really where all the detail happens in this castle. So each of these individual rooms represents a different movie and theme. Lots of minifigs that came with it, including the Knights in Shining Armor, Daisy, Tinkerbell, Donald, and then you saw the ones on the other side. So we're going to start and go through room by room just to explain what each of these is. So the first room up here on the top of the spire, this is inspired by Snow White, which has the mirror in there. Right below that, there is actually a chest. Behind that chest is where the fireworks shoot out. So inside that chest, actually what that black thing is it's part of a horse figure, but what they're using it as is cloth to represent Cinderella making her gown. There's also scissors inside there, and there's also a hairbrush inside that chest. Right next door we have this bed in here, and honestly I'm not sure which movie that depicts, but it's very detailed with the drapes behind it, and that's actually the pink color that you see through the windows on the front of the castle. This room also represents Sleeping Beauty. Right next door We have Fantasia, you can see his hat in there, and the brooms. Sorry, the lighting isn't perfect because I have it behind me, but I'm doing my best. Down below that, we have Beauty and the Beast. You can see the rose inside there. Then right next door, we've got Cinderella. You can see the pumpkin they used to turn into her carriage. Fun fact, this pumpkin on the other side isn't so nice. That's from a different set, but they use... There. Doesn't look like it there. Alright, then over here on the very edge you see the carpet from Aladdin hanging on the wall and the lamp down below it. Back in this room there's a big vase with flowers in it. There is a chandelier in here that you can spin. The floor detail is really cool. It looks like tile. It's kind of hard to light up, but you can kind of see it inside there. Then there's a grandfather clock back there. And then this area that kind of goes with the knights in shining armor that has the shields on the wall. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it because it's in a dark area, but in this flat level behind the front facade, there's actually a nod to Brave. There's a bow and arrow and a target back in front of there. So as you can see, with it all together like that, there's just there's a lot to look at, and there's a lot of detail in it. I mean, just the steps to walk into it, the flooring on the inside. There's even little hidden compartments. If you pull this roof off right here, inside here is a little case. A glass case that holds a little glass slipper inside. And also, there's this tiny book. And in there it says, Once Upon a Time. So those are just hidden little gems that you otherwise wouldn't see. Alright, so there you go. All in all, it was a fantastic build. Sorry for the lighting. The castle really picks up the light. All in all, I mean, it was a lot of fun. All four of us worked on it, and it was a blast. I mean, I kind of want to take it apart and do it again, but I also kind of don't. It's a great display piece. It's a great display piece. I'm really thrilled to have it. So that's it. We're going to wrap it up. If you'd like to take a look at our last video, click the button over there. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, click the button right here. I hope you're having a great day.